To me, the Bible is a guidebook, and it's not something I'm putting my faith in. It's not something, no. Because I put no faith in man. The first rule of thumb of that Bible is put no faith in man, which includes that book. It has a lot of people running to and fro and then putting their faith in man to interpret it for them and stuff like this. The system we live in really wants you to put your faith in man, give your soul away. I see through all the crap, and I've attempted to give my soul away to the man God a few times, and I've tried different religions, but I never felt right. Deep down, never felt right. Yep, and now I know why. It's because I should never give my soul away, that I have to answer for. I'm accountable for my soul. Okay? And I think it's a very dangerous thing when people go around trying to tell people to give your soul away to the man God or whatever. I have too much research and everything to know better. And it only takes a child to see through the bullshit. You know what I mean? A child could see through the bullshit. Where as you grow older, you're bombarded with so much bullshit that, a lot of people believe it, plus people follow their ancestors of what they believed. So there's a lot of brainwashing and magic spell words, silver tongues, idol worship, you name it, going on for years and generation after generation. Each generation, it's the end of times. You'll see the end of times in your lifetime, right? That's what parents and grandparents pass on. It's like a generational curse to have them believe, that prophecies are supposed to happen. We're supposed to let the world get destroyed. But you see, to me, that's the perfect strategy as a weapon, because religion is the best weapon there ever was, and ever, it is. You don't, oh man. But it's strategy for the elite to get away with their crimes of stealing and killing, while the people turn the other cheek and can't judge them or whatever. No, I call bullshit. Because you have to be the judge. Do you go take your kids and put them with a bunch of child molesters? Or do you judge the fact that they're child molesters and I'm not going to put my kids with them? Right? It's the same difference. Do you bow down to the beast system and that we're living in? Because the beast system's got your number. It don't need to chip you. We've been in it. We've been condoning, submitting to this beast system for so long. We're the masses letting the few, because we're brainwashed to believe we got to turn the other cheek and wait for God to come back and judge them and this, that, and the other. Well, guess what, folks? You're responsible for your soul, and you're accountable for doing nothing. So the masses are going to just be like swine over the cliff, being deceived. Because we do not have to suffer and stuff, because our Creator provided everything for us here equally, including life's essentials. We were not supposed to let the few control and sell us back life essentials. And they got everything covered but air, which that'll be in the future when they destroy air, because they're working on it. They want to sell you clean air, if you're deemed worthy in the social credit judgment system we're in, because we've been in the social credit judgment system for a long time, long before China. Ours just runs differently and stuff, but I could tell you all day long and prove it. I could prove it. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I got a little bit sidetracked there. Where was I? If we all sit here and believe the world's going to end and it might be in our lifetime, blah, 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 I just feel so bad in the way of, it is not my free will to destroy the earth. If mankind destroys the world by fire in the end, I see brains frying, as far as fire goes, but, and that they're burning up everything. We live in radiation every day. Our nuclear power plants underneath our noses that you will never hear on the mainstream media. We're at level 4s daily all around this country. And even the level 1s are actually level 4s. If you look at them, they like to lie. And we're being radiated daily. Okay? And this should be mainstream news. Like, until the problem's settled and this, that, and the other. But they won't put it. I've tried mainstream and telling them, hey, why don't you report on all the radiation being released in the air daily on us. I mean, level 4s daily all around this country, and then the level 1s are rank up there with the level 4s because they like to, do their little lies and stuff. But that's a lot of radiation daily. I don't care what anybody says. If they want to say, people want to say, oh, it doesn't harm you, this, that, and the other. I call bullshit, because between that and the frequencies and just all this technology and everything around to, gosh, they try everything to go after your free will. Don't you see? I mean, they're after your free will. It's like, oh my God, I can't make a move. Oh my gosh, I could, you know. That's what we're living in, walking on eggshells for somebody else's will, plan, design. Put no faith in man. That's the first rule of thumb on everything. But mankind is dipping their dirty dip and pointing fingers, trying to blame God for stuff. The Creator's a creator, not a destroyer, and all this. You can't put destroyer with the Creator on defining the Creator and creation. But they want you to believe whatever, have you run to and fro or whatever, or just let it be on. Yeah, let's destroy the world. Let's just let it happen because it's supposed to happen. Well, who says it's supposed to happen? Well, they try and say, oh, God told them it's supposed to happen. Well, those are a bunch of men from a long time ago writing their silver tongues writings, and as far as I can tell, they were the few types that want me to believe, or anybody to believe, that we're supposed to just let the world get destroyed by man. I don't friggin' think so. I'm not falling for any of that bullshit. I see through it. A child can see through it. Yeah, and I'm not going to sit by and say nothing or whatever on calling these criminals out. You see, we all have equal dominion over the land, animals, the beast, the demons, whatever the case may be. We have dominion. Therefore, I'm not going to let a beast system that we're living in with the numbers and all this, I'm not going to sit there and let it dictate my life and dictate and have me bow down to it. I'm not going to wait till the last minute. Oh, I'm waiting on the chip. We're not in the beast system yet, and I'm going to wait on the chip. And when they come kicking in my door at the last minute, I'm going to let them chop my head off because I'm not taking the chip. Or I'm going to fight to the tooth and nail end because I'm not taking the chip. Well, guess what? If you let them chop your head off, or even get to the point of bum rushing your house to try to force a chip on you, it's done too late. You done gave in. Everywhere. That's why I'm trying to put word out there to stand ground, own up to your souls and stuff. You know what in your heart is true and right. And you got to weigh it against everything out here that's going wrong, and we need to put our feet down and stand ground against the few, because they're continuing to commit all these crimes of stealing and killing. I'm not here to repeat his story, history. I'm not here to do that. They destroyed the world, and then, with the Great Flood and stuff, it was so great, man's ego. And they turned around and rewrote history and blamed, and, have a God to blame, pointing their dirty, dipping fingers, just like they do today on causing wars everywhere. Everybody else is wrong. We're right. We want to know what's in your closet. We want to force our contracts on you, blah, blah, blah. Right? Forcing their ways. I see it everywhere, as plain as day, and I just do not understand, or I cannot comprehend the masses letting the few. But hey, everybody fears the few because the few have stockpiled weapons, supplies, and all kinds of stuff to beat fear into you. Everybody's beaten down with the fear in the way of this system. I'm here to call them out. And I can't stand by and let them destroy the world when I know better? What's the time factor? Do we got to destroy the world? Some men told me in a book that we're supposed to let the world get destroyed and do nothing and just put my faith in God and give my soul away and put my faith in God and just wait. I'm not hanging by the mustard seed string of faith in the way of waiting for change, waiting to be saved. It's all deception. That's all deception to me. Of course they want you to stand by, do nothing, wait until the last second, let them do whatever the hell they want in the meantime, your whole life, divide your families, make you suffer. Of course they want to do that and get away with it. It's worked so far. They dip their dirty fingers in everything, natural disasters and everything. They make they do a clean slate thing so they can make more money by creating jobs and everything else. Just like when they have construction on the side of the road, on road construction for years and years and years. They're making money from the accidents and stuff. It's so in our faces. I like to call them up and have them on recording, which, I've busted some computers and stuff, so it's all stored in busted computers and this, that, and the other. But I call them up and I'll tell them, look, you better wrap up that. I'm here to expose you for the money you're milking out of creating accidents by not finishing the road construction. You're using the road construction to let accidents happen and stuff because you're bringing in money from accidents and all this, that, and the other. And I'll threaten them. I literally will call them up and threaten them, or write them. I've done this many a times. I've gotten heads of places fired to everything else. But, and I told them, either you fix that damn road right quick, because I used to be in road construction. I know how fast shit can go. I said, all the people need to be suing you and shutting you down because you had, listen, if they were so-called professional experts, there wouldn't be accidents on, road construction shit all the time and stuff because, they're the professional experts and stuff. They're trying to keep you safe. My ass. They're trying to kill you. We're nothing but prey out here right now. Everybody is prey to these criminals. Everybody. Nobody's discriminated against when it comes to the beast system. Not even the people that work for the beast system. The beast system does not discriminate. Oh man. This shit gets deep. But mankind destroyed the world before and had you all believe into, it's God and this, that, and the other. No. I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble. I don't care. It's just my opinion. You can believe whatever the hell you want. Or you can believe the man down the road in the box. You can do whatever. But I have my own discernment, and I'm not putting my faith in man and their bullshit. We do not have to destroy the world. And I'm not standing by letting them do it either. I will call them out. I will put my foot down. They've stolen from us. They print money out of thin air. They've stolen our time. They led your free will and beliefs into whatever they want. How do you like living your life by somebody else's design? Because every problem you have, and I have, and everybody, is caused by our governing. More than anything. Our governing has led us into the suffering. If they were doing right at all, if charities and churches and everybody was doing all right, look what the Catholic Church is doing, or these priests and stuff, molesting children and stuff, and killing them, like in Canada and all this. They've gotten away with all these crimes, and guess what? They're still in power. Why? How? Oh, because the masses let them. As far as I'm concerned, if I had a different life, I'd go around and take, I don't even want to begin to tell you. But I'm not putting my faith in these creeps, criminals, evil fuckers when I just soon take them the fuck out because that's what they need. I believe in depopulation of the few. I don't believe in depopulation of the masses. This earth is alive and grows and adapts to life upon it. There's no overpopulation of shit at all. But I believe in purging the problem. If we didn't have this government screwing everybody up and this, that, and the other, our lives, our nature, everything, we should still be able to drink out of the streams. We should be able to live a lot longer, actually. But this system we're living in is cutting so many lives short, making people suffer unnecessarily. And I refuse to bow down to a beast system that is, trying to destroy the earth, even though, guess what, people? The earth will not be destroyed. The earth rebounds. And, the few know that, but they've been taking your money. And this country's not in debt. They've been stealing our money. They can't account for trillions even a few days before 9/11. They can't account for trillions all these years. They launder our money. They're building underground bunkers and this, that, and the other. They got DNA banks, seed banks, weapons, supplies, you name it, stockpiled for after the Great Flood. After the Great Fire, Super Fire. Sorry. Each one they have to one up with their ego. Yeah, they're stockpiling all kinds of stuff on our dime. And making everybody suffer. And it's just like before the Great Flood. Let's collect 2 of every kind of animal. The same thing as DNA banks and stuff they got now. I'm having a deja vu from before the Great Flood. And I know for a fact that many races survived the Great Flood. That's how come there's different races today. There's the puzzle piece is not rocket science. I can tell you that. But they want you to believe it's rocket science, distract you with everything over here. Oh, we're experts, you're peons. All this game we're playing in here. But if you have you have dreams, visions, whatever, these are signs, these are warnings to prevent and this, that, and the other. I've had too many dreams come true after they reoccur and stuff, places I've never been, then I go, and it's like deja vu's all over, and different things, but they eventually come true, every time. And for me, it's not going to be La Palma unless it's influenced by man. And early last year, if you watch marine traffic, there's a whole bunch of military operations going on with different countries out there in the Atlantic, around different parts between Africa and South America. So, whatever the case may be, it's dirty finger dipped. You know what I mean? If La Palma breaks off because of a fault line and the volcano and all that and causes a tsunami, I'm pretty sure it was caused by man. I'm pretty 99% sure that they induced it in some sort of way, dipped their dirty fingers in some sort of way, because there's no rock unturned with these dirty dipping, pointing criminals. Do you submit to criminals? Do you bow down to and submit to criminals and condone criminals? Don't tell me no, because you are. We all are. We all are. We're letting them get away with crimes of stealing and killing. And we fear them. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. We shouldn't be sent down rabbit holes of paperwork and bogus laws and bullshit when everything could be so simple. Right? And I don't put my faith in man, whether it be their silver-tongued bullshit, to anything. I'm not going to be led. I'm not going to have my soul led by anybody or anything. I search my heart. I've been there, done that on different religions, and I never, ever, 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 ever felt right. Deep in my heart, no better. And now I know why. It's called never give your soul away. And the Creator, to me, if I told you, it's like a whisper. It's hard to explain. Gentle, pure, simple, natural feeling, thought. I can tell the difference between man's influence versus the real Creator on anything. It's just from searching your heart, You know better. We all know better. And I'm not going to turn the other cheek. I am here to judge. I'm here to judge that there's criminals called the few, the elite, whatever the case, that is governing everybody and stealing lives, stealing and killing, and causing suffering unnecessarily by their design, their will of our lives. And I'm here to stand ground and put a stop to it. I do not want the world destroyed again just for the elite few or whoever to live on and get away with these crimes. Oh, hell no. I'm here. It was like my bloodline goes back to before the Great Flood. I have deja vus of before the Great Flood. They had the technology back then. They perverted DNA and stuff back then. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different way. But it's pretty much the same shit, whether it be water, fire, anything. They're just repeating history and making people believe in their own genocide. That's exactly what's going on. And I'm not going to wait till the last minute. Well, I'm waiting on Chip and they're going to kick in my door and then I'm going to let them cut off my head. Well, guess what? That's you giving in. If you're waiting till the last second for them to chop off your head and you're not taking your family and fleeing, all the signs are there. You're given dreams, visions, warnings everywhere. And you do not see, and you wait till the last second, guess what, honey? You done gave in to the beast system. I'm going to let them chop off my head if I'm not taking the chip. They can just chop off my head. You let them. You gave in to the beast system. Total deception going on here. Everywhere. You have to see.